Now, an inspirational story at a time when many women didn't even have the right to vote. Raymond de la Roche was soaring in the skies as the world's first female pilot. Then, on the 8th of March 1910, she became the first woman in the world to gain a pilot's license. Promoting Raymond de la Roche's legacy is fellow pilot Mireille Goyer, also the founder and president of the Institute for Women of Aviation Worldwide, based in Los Angeles. My goodness, Raymond de la Roche is a real pioneer for women. Mireille, why is it important to promote her story?
Well, it is important because we always say we don't have enough role models, female role models in aviation. But in fact, we do have many throughout history, and she was the first. So we need to recognize the first if we are to have even a chance to recognize any more women throughout the history of aviation.
Mireille, you yourself are quite the role model as well. You've been flying for 30 years. How has the industry changed in your experience, in your time within it?
Well, it is becoming more and more automated on the technical side of things. So our roles as pilot has very much changed from people who manipulate controls to people who completely control the aircraft through their mind and knowing what they are doing. And it's no longer such a physical job, it's more of a brain job, really.
But how has it changed for women? Is it easier to get into it? Are you seeing more women breaking through?
It is easier in the sense that since the 70s, it's not legal to discriminate against women. So they are able to basically do anything that a man can in theory. The reality is that little was being done after the door really opened in the 70s to promote aviation to women. So they thought it was still the same, so they didn't come. And that's been a big issue. Since 1910, when we started our program and started advocating to first reach out to women and then represent them in our industry's media, first of all, and obviously, hopefully in other media, it has been very changing in the sense that now women do see that the doors are really open to them and that the industry is interested in them. There are still issues, though. Now we have more of a visual picture that we do belong. The other picture that we are concerned about is the word picture. There's a lot of words that are still being used in our industry that are actually gender exclusive. So what that means is when you call a woman an airman, she doesn't really feel that this is for her. So we're trying right now with a petition to try to change that, because we need to remove all the barriers of perception so that women do think they can go ahead.
And apologies, but I just want to get this one sentence from you, because you're also encouraging young women to get involved in flying. Just in a sentence briefly, if you would, how do you do that?
Well, what we do is we actually invite them to come to airport, factories, everything else, and we encourage them to take a look at aviation for themselves, so they realize by themselves, not because they've been told, but by themselves that they can actually do that. And that's why we really encourage everybody in the industry to open their doors during this week and welcome them so they can see for themselves that it is indeed something they can do, because there's no amount of telling people that it's okay. At some point, the only way you know it is okay is because you do realize by yourself that it is okay. And that's also why we have a scholarship.
Mireille, thank you so much. And the scholarship details on the website, as always, Institute for Women of Aviation Worldwide. Mireille Goyer, thank you so much for your time. Thank you.
Thank you.